You've got miles and miles of grass to mow. So you're going to need a machine built to perform. Day in and day out. Season after season. You're going to need a Gravely. Built to mow the distance.
Now at Myers Equipment and Supply in Dublin.
Every team has a leader, and Lawrence County's leader in hometown banking is Farmers State Bank, proudly supporting local high school football. Farmers State Bank salutes those who make our community great by working hard to make Friday night football happen. Go Irish, go Falcons, go Crusaders, go Raiders. And count on the team at Farmers State Bank, Lawrence County's leader in hometown banking. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
All right, welcome out to West Lawrence High School, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with head football coach Kagan McClain, and I'm proud to say congratulations again on the win last week, Coach.
Well, thank you. Yeah, proud for our kids, proud for our community. It's an honor to be in the Elite Eight. It doesn't happen a lot around here, really at a lot of schools, you know.
Right.
So to be one of the final 8 teams, it's a blessing, and we're excited about it.
All right, so we want to take just a moment and just kind of look at how it happened with North Oconee. You know, you prepared heavily for that. They were a formidable opponent. The first half, I mean, they stacked up very well, Coach. Was there anything in that game that you met with, they threw at you that you hadn't seen?
Yeah, they ran the option the first quarter, and they ain't shown that in 10 games. You know, I watched all 10 films, or the last 10 coming into this game, and there's been 0 option, and lo and behold, they come out and they're running. Not only running option, they're pulling linemen one way to try and misdirect us and run an option out the back door. So that called us the first drive a few times, and we had to get on the sideline and make some adjustments and get that cleaned up. And then once we did, I thought our kids really played exceptionally well the second, third, and the fourth quarter to shut them out.
Yeah. Now, Coach, what does that tell you about your defense?
Well, you know, I mean, you know, when you get this late in the year, every team's going to be good. North Oconee is a really good football team, really good offense, and they're well coached. Their guys came out with a great plan.
Yeah.
And no matter how talented you are, you got to have your kids in the right spot. Mm-hmm. And in that first quarter, based on their plan, we were getting out leveraged a little bit, and we had to call them over, get them calmed down, and get them settled down, and fix some reads. Mm-hmm. And once we did that, they adjusted, which I think is a credit to them and their coachability and being able to go out there in the middle of a fire and say, hey, we got to fix what we've been doing because they're doing something brand new. And I thought our kids responded well, and that's what you got to do if you want to keep playing this late in the year.
Right, Coach. And it was a great adjustment. For them to come out, though, with that option, it was like, man, what in the world's going on? You're running an option. But to me, when a coach does that against a formidable defense, a defense is stout, that he's looking at all his film saying, Lord, who do we key on? They're all good. Everybody in the box is strong. Right. And then for them to go to that, to try to get in your head, to try to make you miss that assignment football, that's a credit to you, Coach. And
it's a credit to them, too, for having a great game plan. They had a great game plan.
Yeah.
But I thought our kids really did a good job stopping big number 40, the big tailback. He didn't have hardly any yards rushing. Really, the bulk of their rushing yards came on those option plays in the first quarter. Right. Once we adjusted that, we held them to about 40 yards rushing the rest of the game. And a lot of their total yards came on the last drive where we pulled the kids out because it was getting a little chippy out there. Yeah. But really proud of our kid. That's nothing we do. That's those guys playing hard and getting out there and getting in that mix and listening, being coachable. So it was a war, but it was good for us. Good experience. It was
good at it. And really, to me, until the third quarter got there and on into the third quarter, I was just uneasy with it, and you probably were too, until you have enough cushion. But with that last score that they made on you, with your second D in, you take that away, and you got a comparable score from the prior week, the Luella game. Right. Your stats stack up real good throughout the season, Coach. You got to be proud of where that is, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, we've done a great job on both sides of the ball of being very balanced. I think we're averaging a little over 200 yards, both passing and rushing per game. So that's great. That's as balanced as you can get. Defensively, we're giving up about 1 yard a carry on average. And even after last week, giving up those yards, we're still giving up about 30 yards a game rushing on average. So those guys are doing a great job. And you know, when you look at it, really proud of our guys coming out after halftime, and they didn't get a first down in the second half until we put the backup kids in. Right. So I was really proud of those defense guys responding because, man, it was a tight game. At halftime, we were in a fire. They'd hit us with a couple haymakers, and we weathered the storm and were able to make adjustments and win the ball game.
Yeah, and I know, Coach, it's a good learning lesson for other young people out there who want to play the sport. Like you said so many times, when a big play happens, you got to flush it and move on to the next. You know that a good team is going to have big plays on you. You know that a good team is probably going to score on you.
Oh, no doubt. And I told our kids that. I said, you know, the scoreless streak we've been on is not normal. That's not your normal. And our kids, they kind of get that mentality, well, nobody's going to score on us. I said, look, I'm glad you have that mentality.
Yeah.
But you got to understand that good football teams will find a way to score. Right. And the question is, how are you going to respond when they do that? And I thought we responded really well. You know, I told them it's like a heavyweight fight. It goes 12 rounds, and the guy that wins the first 3 or 4 rounds ain't the guy that wins a fight always. Right. You got to weather the storm. You got to take their best blows, and then you got to settle in and start delivering some of your own. And I thought we did that.
Yeah, great, Coach. Hey, we're going to take a short break and come right back. Coach has some highlights from last Friday night. You'll want to see them, so stay with us.
Hey, how you doing? Eric Kate City.
I'm good.
Brad Grimes.
I think I'm smelling some gas in my yard out here.
All right, and what area are you smelling at?
Over here in this area, the meter's on that side over there.
Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna check the meter, make sure there's not a leak there.
Okay.
And then we'll locate the line out and put down a couple holes just to check on the ground to make sure you don't have a leak. We'll check each corner of your house. If you could, just stay on the porch.
Okay.
If you think you have a gas leak, we're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Call us at 478-277-5048.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Real people steal people. They want real power, real options, real value. Right now, get real savings on chainsaws, blowers, hedgers, string trimmers, and more. The #1 selling brand of handheld outdoor power equipment in America. This fall, get a real solution. Get a Steel from Midstate Tractor and Equipment, 1325 North Jefferson in Dublin.
Hello, I'm John Martin, physical therapist and athletic trainer from Rehab Advantage in Sports Medicine. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite you to some of our workshops here at Rehab Advantage. We've been hosting workshops every 3 weeks, some for low back pain, shoulder pain, arthritis, and for balance and vertigo problems. And so feel free, we'd love to have you come. We'd love to share information with you about these injuries and how you can get well naturally from these things. And we'd just love to tell you more about it right here at Rehab Advantage. We usually have them hosted at 6 p.m. on Thursday evenings. That does change sometimes, so be sure to look at our website or give us a call 478-275-1800.
All right, welcome you back, Coach. Thanks every week for putting together these highlights. Gives a great opportunity for you to break down film for us, and now we'll go to that film.
Here again, a outstanding way to start the football game has been a couple. Was Perry, I think, was this way. Yeah. And you come out and run a little tall sweep to Daniel Dorsey right off the bat, and, you know, he gets a great blocking up front, gets that seam, and, man, he's gone and just leaving everybody in the dust. That's as good a way as you can start a second-round game as possible. But he's had some big plays for us this year, been a big part of our success. You know, picked up a scholarship offer the other day from Savannah State, so we're excited. He's going to get plenty more as this recruiting season heats up. But a great way to start. And you see, you know, I thought early on, you know, they came out, ran a little option, something we hadn't seen, you know, kind of caught us off guard a little bit as they're picking up 5-6 yards there. and then come back later, pick up some big yards on it. But I thought we did a great job with the interior run game. I mean, that big 40's been running over everybody all year, and I thought our kids really stuffed them up. Daniel Lindo doing a great job there. Come back again, you'll see De'Eric and Spencer Dacus and Lindo just fitting them up and really hemming in that run game, doing a great job. Here, lose contain a little bit. He steps up and had a little softness in coverage, and the kid made a great play in the back of the end zone to respond to our score. And I think they went on like a 70-yard drive right there to make it 7-7. Thought special teams played a big part of the game. Thought Cam Coop had a great night punting. We were struggling to move it there for a little bit, and then Cam steps up and hits a couple big punts to flip the field. Here, this is a booming punt that we get down inside the 20-yard line, and we down at about the 13, 14-yard line, somewhere down there, and that's big because it's tough to drive the football when you start there. Here again, they go back to the run, and you see us just swarming in there and eating it up for, a 1-yard gain. Great job by those guys being physical in there and doing what we had to do, to stop that run game and make them more one-dimensional as the game went on. Back on the offensive side, they really stuffed our run early, but I thought we did a good job with the passing game to open it up. Here you see A.J. making a nice little throw there across the middle to Tyler Franks. He's been Mr. Dependable with the hands for us. Back on defense again, great job, De'Eric Jackson, big lick. He had 3 or 4 big licks on that kid. I thought we were really physical. We were playing hard. And even the plays they busted on us, man, we were hustling, trying to get there. But again, our kids did a great job adjusting. Here again, they run the option out the back door. We got our assignments fixed now, and you see De'Eric Jackson getting in there and getting a good secondary read and getting across and making a nice play on the quarterback. And we had a guy on the pitch too, as well as a safety coming the way you're supposed to draw it up. But something we had to drop on the sideline we didn't work on. Here coming back, throwing the ball. This kid, man, he's a great quarterback. Look at him on the run, just threading that window right there on a 3rd and long. We got 2 guys on him, and he just threads it in there. And then their kid, great effort by their kid to get 3 or 4 more yards at the end of the play. But that quarterback could sling it, man. Here again, good job there playing the zone read. Outside linebacker misses the tackle, but he's in great position and gives time for his teammates to get there and stop him for a 2-yard gain. So we do a good job there fixing our assignments and being assignment sound and great hustle getting to the football. Force a field goal attempt here, and they make it go up 10-7 on us. And really, that's the first time we trailed since the South Effingham game, I believe. All the way back at the beginning of the year. So I thought interesting to see how we would respond, and I thought we did a great job of responding. Back on offense really starts to get moving a little bit in the second quarter. Nice throw and catch there to Tyler again over the middle, picking up a big first down, big chunks of yardage there. Good job by A.J. staying in the pocket, good protection up front. Another big punt, the drive stalls out, and Coop punts and pins them deep down. Ball rolls out of the 2-yard line. That's about as good as you can get. Great job by him flipping the field and helping us play that field position game. Come back, stuffing the run. Great job, Devontae Royals getting there with a good, clean tackle inside the 5. We've been really working on that. Forced them to punt out of the end zone. Now we got a short field, and that's what you want in that field position game. But A.J. does a good job here pulling the ball. Nice pass to Brent on the quick slant. Then Brent does the rest, making some guys miss, getting in the end zone to put us back up 14-10. A big play right there, big momentum shift for us with 6:36 there left in the half. Defense had to step up again. They're coming. Good job here. They're running the ball. We fit it up in there. Nice hit again by De'Eric. Staying on your reads and being physical. There really wasn't a lot of running lanes in there for those guys on the inside. Those linebackers and D-line did a great job. Steps up, great coverage by the secondary, force him out of the pocket, and then Daniel Lindo gets him and wraps him up, gets a big sack for us. Good. We were able to, after that first quarter, we were able to get a little pressure on him, and we needed to because he's a good quarterback, man. Here again, they try a fake punt. And I don't know if they meant to or if it was an accident, but good job of our kids stepping up and covering it like we were supposed to. The guy they actually tried to throw the ball to was ineligible, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway if he'd have called it. The officials had it. So good job by our kids getting the ball back for us. And then we go back on defense. Again, they're running the option, and the quarterback makes a nice read, and Daniel Dorsey does a great job from the safety position coming down and laying a big hit on the sideline. Again, was really pleased with our physicality. Here again, right before the half, we got to make a big stop, getting a little bit of a prevent defense and force them to throw the ball up the end zone. And you see Brent Carr coming in, playing a little safety, knocking it down, doing a good job in there to get us in the halftime with a lead of 14-10. Come out the second half, and, man, we just played lights-out defense in the second half. A great job here on the little RPO. Andrew Green gets in there. Nice tackle. Good job by him getting a tackle for loss, just reading the play and flying downhill. Great job by the secondary there. Again here, Daniel Dorsey comes over and lays the wood on a big slant right there. Lets them know, hey, don't come across the middle. There's a price to pay. And that's outstanding defense by Daniel. And then third down, same series. We forced a 3 and out to start the second half. Step in there and do a great job on the run and just wad everything up. And you see T.J. Jones in there being physical and getting them on the ground and forcing a punt. And that's what you want coming out of halftime. You want a 3 and out, get the ball back to your offense and let them go to work. And then back on the offensive side, start to move the ball a little bit. As the game went on, I thought we were able to lean on them and start to run the ball as well. Here you see A.J. getting out of the pocket, making a nice pass to Bradley Wilson, who catches it, turns it up, gains some extra yards, gets a big first down up around midfield. Offense is driving. Great job, Brent, here on the little under screen, coming across the middle, good blocking. Takes it down inside the 5. We had a couple series where we got down inside the 10 and weren't able to punch it in and had to settle for field goals, but great job here by Coop getting points on the board, make it a 17-10 ball game there. Again, special teams was huge for us in the win. So you got 7 minutes left in the third, and we got a touchdown lead. A big turning point in the game here right after the field goal. Kickoff team hustles down, gets a hand in there on the ball, and we're able to knock it loose and recover a big fumble. But good job of those guys coming down, running through blocks, hemming them up, getting a paw in there, knocking the ball out, and then Dre Bonner coming up with a big recovery, and our sideline's excited. And you love to see that. Those kids turned up, ready to go. A big turning point there. We're able to get the ball, drive it down inside the 20-yard line again. You'll see here A.J. stepping back, making a nice read, step in the pocket, seeing nothing's there, pulling it down, and taking off and getting down. Smart decision, running out of bounds inside the 10. Unfortunately, we stalled down there again, had to kick another field goal. But that's a big field goal there, make it a 2-score game. As potent as their offense is, every point counts, So, 4 minutes left in the third, and we got that 2-score lead. Defense goes back to work here. Again, great second half defensively. They throw a little hitch, and look at a swarm getting out there and eating them up for just a couple-yard gain. That's a great job. Shante Burney, Daniel Dorsey getting out there. Then the run game, big play right there on 3rd and 1. You see Daniel Lindo getting in there in a stunt inside gap and making a huge stop on a 3rd and 1 play right there to force the punt. That's a big play for our defensive kids. Big stand. Get the ball back, and then the run game starts to open up a little bit at this point. A.J. was able to soften them up by throwing the football, but he made some nice plays here. You see Christian Coven taking the ball there, good blocking by the O-line, hitting a hole, running over a guy, and getting the ball out over to 40 for a first down. Good physical run by him. And then the fourth quarter, we were able to do the same thing. Did a good job of taking what they were giving us. They had to soften up a little. Shante Burney makes a nice cut, gets up north-south on the run, picks up another first down for us. Great run by Shante. He's been explosive for us all year at tailback. Then another good play here, A.J. stepping up in the pocket, hitting Brent Carr across the middle again. Another big catch, getting us down to the 20. And you're going to see another great job here. If I can remember which one this one was. Yeah, this is a good run here. Christian Coven. Look at that hole. Untouched, running hard, running over people, getting down inside the 15. And then an outstanding run coming up in a few minutes by Shante. I don't know if it's this one. Now, here we get the pass. Oh, yeah, we run the Fox there. Great job by Tyler on the crossing route, getting over and making a nice catch, getting it down inside the 10. And then a heck of a run here by Shante. The blocking kind of collapses inside. He bounces off here, makes a nice cut, keeps his feet, spin moves, lowers his head, forces his way into the end zone to give us a little cushion there, making it 27-10 with 5 minutes left to go in the game. Then our defensive guys come out. They start to smell blood a little bit. Nice blitz there. Dre Bonner coming off the outside blitz, getting a big sack. Great coverage downfield on that play, but good job by him. Offense comes back. They got a good offense. Game's not over, Right. We got to keep moving that rock. Here we do a good job up front. Another good run. Christian protecting that football, running over people. Love it. Man. Love it. That's about when Pat Ford's up there yelling, "Welcome to the shoe," ain't he? Great job there, though. And a heck of a catch here, Tyler Franks, man, just to close it out. Really putting the game away here. A.J. stays in the pocket, makes a nice throw. Tyler goes up over 3 guys and just comes down with it. Beautiful. For a great catch to give us a 34-10 lead. At that point, we pulled the starters out. They scored one late, and we were able to get a good second-round win.
Yeah, coaching on the footage, there was so many positive things, like with Coven there at the end. I mean, he was so glad to be back on that field after missing the prior week. He ran so hard.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, just hard-headed. He wanted to play, and that's a testament to what's been instilled in him, but what kind of player he's turned into.
Absolutely.
You talk about Frank's going up at the end there and all that height he has. He goes up. His timing is so good.
That's right.
He uses his body
Absolutely.
against the defenders, and that's, again, a testament of the growth of these young men. You have so much talent to be able to look at, Coach. But all in that game, you played well as a team. You adjusted. Again, adversity strikes. You overcome that adversity. You adjust your mindset, and you press on.
Right.
So another outstanding game. Once again, congratulations on that win. We're going to take a short break and talk about the game coming up this Friday night, so you stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Matt Sapp, inviting you to come see us at Dexter Meat Company. Our fresh cut meats includes cube steak, stew beef, chuck roast, chuck eye steak, ground beef, ground chuck, and if you love steaks, you'll really love our New York strip, T-bone, and our ribeye and choice or prime cuts. And our marinated steaks have a distinctive taste that you'll be sure to love. We invite all our neighbors to come see us for the freshest cut of meat. Remember, we cater to. Call ahead and we'll have it fixed for you. Monday through Friday, 10 to 7, Saturday, 8 to 6.
Dublin Marine and Yamaha Motorsports has been a part of this community since 1973. Drop by today and see David Brown and his staff at Dublin Marine. Exceptional customer service, great prices, and quality products. You can always depend on Dublin Marine, 1321 North Jefferson Street, Dublin. Bruce Birch and the staff at Dublin Wind Waterworks is proud to offer waterworks products by the best brands in the industry. If you're looking for quality products and top-notch service, give us a call today at 272-2026. Our experts know your industry and can answer any of your questions. Wind Waterworks, 509 Airport Road, Dublin.
The holidays are a time for giving thanks. At Dublin Nissan, we're thankful every day that you trust us for the right vehicle at the right price.
Now at Dublin Nissan, drive the Sentra SR for as low as $18,835.
New or used, drive home in a new ride for the holidays.
Now at Dublin Nissan, drive the Titan SV with rebates up to $6,500.
Sales, service, and satisfaction. Call, click, or come see us. Dublin Nissan, the only dealer you will ever need.
First Lawrence Bank invites you to experience banking at its best. Whether you have personal or business needs, we're a full-service bank big enough to handle all of your banking needs and small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank like First Lawrence Bank. Looking forward to your future. That's First Lawrence Bank in Dublin and Dexter. Member FDIC.
Quality products and installations since 1985. That's 4 Seasons.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, Wednesday, Thursday, the Georgia High School Association flipped a coin, and I think the bottom of the bracket won, and the top of the bracket had to travel.
That's
so
right.
We had to travel.
Right. Yep.
You knew that before the game started. Still, you won Friday night. You knew you were playing Blessed Trinity. We played, I guess, Blessed Trinity in a couple of other sports. I don't remember playing them in football.
Hadn't
made it to this point
right,
yet, have we?
That's right.
But I say that, Coach, because in my take on things and on this team, you have baseball players who played in a tough competition, a higher arena type element, and then you look at your wrestlers that you have on there. You got 5 or 6 out there, and they've been in the same type of arena. All the noise, all the lights, the competition's there. You got to do your part. I feel like, and I think a lot of people do, Coach, you included, that's going to pay off for you.
Oh, no doubt. And I think it's one of those things that coaches, we always There's a lot of false beliefs out there in the world. And one of them is that if you're going to be good at a sport, you got to specialize in one sport and play it year round. And I'm telling parents out there, all the studies show, everybody that knows anything will tell you that is ridiculous. These kids need to be playing multiple sports. I don't want kids that just play football. I want kids that wrestle. I want kids that play basketball. I want kids that play baseball. I want kids that run track, that do those other things, so that what you learn in those other sports, you carry over into your sport. And everything will tell you, a vast majority of the guys who sign D1 scholarships are multi-sport athletes in high school. They're not specialists. But I think those guys being in those other sports and being at that level, that's definitely helped us this year learn how to win. I think a lot of our football players have played together since rec leagues. So those guys love each other. They're excited for each other. They play hard for each other. And we're treading in some uncharted territory. West Lawrence has only made it to the quarterfinals a couple times in school history. We're sitting right now with the best record in West Lawrence history and a chance to win Friday night and do something West Lawrence has never done. That's win 12 football games and go to the semifinals. So if you told me that at the beginning of the year and said, hey, that's how the year's going to pan out, what do you think? I'd have said, I'll take it. No matter what happens Friday, I'll take it. But I want these kids have worked hard. This community has supported us. We're excited for the opportunity. We're ready to go play ball.
Coach, you remember that St. Pius game we had a few years back?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we're rolling up there. We have to sit on the same side as their fans. I didn't like that to start out with. But as the game played along, the terrain was different. The field was pretty. It was nice. It was out of our area, but it wasn't out of our ability to play. If you even go back to that, we had a better team. We just didn't perform under the lights. And I believe that if fans will turn out, if we'll get loud and louder, that this team has the ability to take control of the game, but you must change what an opponent does at this stage, hadn't you, Coach?
Yeah, you look back at the St. Pius game, and this is going to be a very similar game. Blessed Trinity's very well coached, like St. Pius was. They're very disciplined, like St. Pius. They're old school physical football, like St. Pius, and they got a bunch of D1 kids all over the field, like St. Pius. We've got one kid committed D1. They've got several. They've got talent, but it's not always the most talented team that wins the game. It's the team that wants it the most, that executes the best, that makes the fewest mistakes, and that plays the hardest. And if we go up there and we are physical and we show up and we hit them in the mouth and we fly around and we play West Lawrence football, no matter what happens, I'm going to be proud of those guys, and they can be proud of themselves. But I think if we do that, we've got a shot to win the game.
A formidable opponent you mentioned, I guess the last 2 years is back-to-back championships for them, and they have a lot to play for. They're a very smash-mouth football team. They got a real tough running back. Obviously, they block well. They don't throw the ball much. People say, "Oh, well, they can't throw the ball." Well, if you're running,
not that they can't. They don't have to throw the ball. Right. They got a freshman running back that's got 1,400 yards rushing. They got another running back that's got over 1,000 yards rushing. They got big O linemen committed everywhere. When you ain't got to throw the ball, why do it? They just run it down people's throats, and they're good at it.
Yeah. And so we're going to match up how well weight-wise and size-wise our defensive line against their offensive line.
Their offensive line is going to be way bigger than our defensive line. We're going to be very undersized, but I think what we've got on the defense lines, we've got speed, we've got toughness, and we've got heart. Are we going to be able to match up with them size-wise? No, we're not going to be able to. But can we hit them in the mouth? Can we play sound football and make plays? Absolutely. I believe with all my heart we can do that.
Yeah, and you line it up, what's the main thing they do? Is it straight ahead at you? They try to get outside?
It is your true old school two tight end. We're going to smash it inside, outside, off tackle, whatever they want to do with it, with ISO, power, counter, toss. Good old-fashioned hit-you-in-the-face football is what they do, and I respect that, and I love it, and I'm excited about it. They're also very physical on defense. They got a huge D-line, and those kids fly around and make plays. They're very sound defensively. They're 3-4 like we are, but they don't make mistakes. They keep everything in front, and rushing yards may be hard to come by, but we're going to have to open up the run game by being able to throw the ball. It's not one of those teams we can just go up there and line up and pound it down their throat, because they've seen that. That's what they're good at, and they're ready for that. But I think we've got a good plan on the offensive side of the football as well, and I think that if we execute, we'll have our chances.
Yeah, and trusting an offensive line will continue to develop, continue to do as they have. AJ's had just plenty of time to throw the ball all year, really.
Yeah, and our offensive line's got to step up Friday night, because this will be probably the best D-line we've seen this year. But when you're in the Elite Eight and you're playing a team that's won back-to-back state championships, they've won their last 12 playoff games. You better bring your A game, because if you don't, you're going to be putting your stuff up.
Yeah. So you guys will load up pretty early and get on up this Friday, right?
Yeah. We're going to bring them in. We're going to feed them a little early lunch here, make sure those guys are eating. Then we're going to take them up and feed them pregame as well. And take the community's really stepped up and provided nice buses for us. So really, really excited about Raider Nation and how they have gotten behind these kids and provided for them. So we'll get to take some nice buses up. Kids will be comfortable. They'll be relaxed. It'll be a great experience for them and some memories they can build for sure.
Yeah. Coach, you know, we talk about we got to throw the ball. How does this secondary look? They have a lot of height. They just get to the ball.
They got some height, but they're just really disciplined, you know. And it's one of those things where we're going to have to be balanced. If we can't be balanced, we're going to be in trouble. But I think it might be one of those games where we may have to, you know, take what they're giving us, you know. And if they're giving us the pass, we need to take that. If they're giving us the run, we'll take that. You know, we need to do what we need to do to gain yards and move the chains. Being a balanced offense, we're not going to be stubborn and beat our head against the wall and say we're going to do what's not working, because that's what we do. We're going to adjust and find what works. So I think that would be a disservice to those kids if we didn't make those adjustments. But I think we got a good plan, and we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, Coach, in my read on things this year, you have a lot of confidence in the kids you put on the field. You and the staff have a lot of confidence in the kids, but they in turn have it in you and your staff.
Yeah, we got to have confidence in those kids. I mean, you know, we can prepare them during the week, but they play the game. I haven't played a single snap in my 20 years of coaching. You know what I mean? I'm on the sideline every play. So all I can do is get them ready, put them in the right places, hope they're listening, and then hope they can go out there and see the game and execute. And you got to trust your players in order for that to happen. You can't, you know, lose confidence in them and yank them after they make one bad play. You don't do that stuff. You let them learn, you let them grow, you let them experience those things, and you let them learn to make those adjustments.
Coach, we've seen it, especially over the last few weeks, that once you get into a game, the scout team can't react exactly the way an opponent's going to act. So you get through that first series, maybe that second series, at least by the third quarter, it seems that everybody's well adjusted. You know what you got to do, and they've been able to execute. And that's what we're looking for Friday night, right,
Amen.
Coach?
That's it. Yeah. That's what we're looking for.
So we ask you to travel early. There's plenty of parking up there. There's a map circulating out. If you need one, you know, holler at the school or get in touch with us at the station, so you'll be able to find your way in there and park at the right place. They'll be very hospitable people from everybody I've talked to.
Yeah, the coaches I've talked to said that's some of the best hospitality you'll see. So
they seem to be over the phone just real, but that's a lot of the times the ones you got to watch out for, right? So we want y'all to turn out, be loud and proud, wear your blue, bring your jug, bring your horns, make all the noise you can, and get in behind this Raider team, and let's take it one more round. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Jeff Shepard here at Roach Farm and Garden. Deer season is here. Come to see us at Roach Farm and Garden. We got all your deer hunt necessities. We carry 5-way, 3-way, Harvest Advantage, iron clay peas, wheats and oats, daikon radishes, a bruiser rye, and big boss rye, buck forage and annual rye. We will make your food plots look right. We have all your supplies of deer feed, 17 and 24% protein, QDM and 4S. We even carry 4S draw in the block and bags. And when you get that deer, we've got something to cook him with, from grills to griddles to your deep fryers. You want clothes? We got a full line of Georgia Boot, Rocky Boot, and all the Carhartt that you could need. And for your pelletized grill, we have any flavor you need. We have ladder stands by Millennium and Amerstep, replacement seats, protein blocks, salt blocks, and attractants, and a full line of coolers. And don't forget to pick your supply up of Voodoo while you're in there. It's at the counter. Don't forget, everything you need for deer season is right here at Roach Farm and Garden. 2 locations, Wrightsville and Dublin.
When you think of your insurance needs, think Yates Insurance and Real Estate. The Yates family has been meeting the insurance needs of Georgia residents for more than 50 years. At Yates Insurance, we provide insurance for logging, log haulers, logging equipment, chippers, and sawmills, including portable sawmills. Yates Insurance can assist you in your personal and commercial insurance too. Mandy Smith, Allison Clark, or any of Yates' friendly and knowledgeable staff will make sure that you're covered for everything. When you think of your insurance needs, think Yates Insurance and Real Estate. For more than 50 years, your satisfaction has been our #1 priority. Yates Insurance and Real Estate, located at 2030 Veterans Boulevard across from Dublin Mall. Call 272-1525, 272-1525 for Yates Insurance and Real Estate.